Yes, guys, welcome to this video. The Champions League semi-final first leg, Arsenal against Paris Saint-Germain. It ended 1-0 in favor of PSG. PSG, they were the dominant team throughout, if I may say. They had more clear-cut chances than Arsenal did throughout that time. In fact, in that first half, the first 20 minutes, Arsenal, it was as if Arsenal didn't really know what hit them. PSG, they were running riot throughout the whole pitch. In fact, they were completely on fire. Arsenal, I didn't expect that from Arsenal because I felt like Arsenal is more of a compact team more than PSG. PSG, they are very, very exciting. I know they can do that, but I didn't expect that they could do that to Arsenal. That first 20, 25 minutes, Arsenal, it was total chaos for Arsenal. Arsenal couldn't contain them. The way they were, PSG, they were finding pockets of spaces throughout. In fact, they should have been like 2 or 3-0 up in that first half. Why do I say 2 or 3? That's a goal that's a penalty that should have been awarded to PSG. Because as for me, that's a penalty. When Timber, when he held Quarescala, when he held him, that is a penalty. They have given penalties for for fouls that are even more lighter than that in the penalty box. As for me, that is a pure clear penalty. I don't know. When you watch the replay, you could clearly see that Timber he obstructed Quarescala from going forward or whatever, and Quarescala was still very close. He was still close to the ball. It's not as if that the ball have run away from him or something. He was still close to the ball. So as for me, that's a clean penalty. But the referees they decided otherwise. I know maybe in the second half when they will rewatch that, they will feel like that should have been a penalty. So that first half should have ended in 2-0. Because anyway, Arsenal later sorted themselves out. They found a way to play through this PSG team. And the fear that I had with PSG, I knew that they would find it very, very difficult to defend. But to be sincere, they were not really bad or defending. Their defending were not really, really bad. Apart from that, Martinelli's chance that he missed, I don't think Arsenal really have any other team play chance. Like when they play together, they created a chance. But one thing I can say is that you see these Arsenal, these their set pieces, whether corner kicks or I don't know. That should, what Arsenal are doing with their set pieces is very, very illegal. I must seriously say that. It felt see anytime Arsenal gets a corner, whether is a set piece, it feels as if it's a penalty. You can feel the tension. It's as if it almost wants to go in. Finally, in the second half, they scored from Declan Rice. You know, one thing that I'm a Chelsea fan. One thing that I know that Chelsea lacks is a dead ball specialist, like the way Declan Rice is. A dead ball specialist. Because it's one thing for you to have good players that can attack the ball when you cross it, and it's another thing for you to have a good dead ball specialist. Declan Rice is a good ball specialist. That is one weapon that Arsenal have. Anytime that he plays, whether he's corner, whether it's his free kick that he's crossing, it is very, very, very deadly and precise. Teams they find it very difficult to defend against that. Difficult to defend. And PSG, in fact, PSG, they were very, very lucky that Arsenal didn't score from any set piece. Very, very, very lucky. Lucky. They were extremely lucky. That's just the fact. Because Arsenal, they didn't create anything much from open play. It was from those dead balls. It was very, very deadly. They even scored. And you know what? That VAR check that it took a while for them to check it. It doused the tension. You understand? Because Arsenal they came out with full momentum, and with that momentum they scored that goal. But that VAR took away that momentum from Arsenal. And one thing I must give kudos to this PSG coach Louis Enrique. What he did was he just like they decided to go on a low block. They would just leave the ball for Arsenal to play. That's why Arsenal didn't create anything much from open play. It is just their dead balls. That's where the problem was. And I believe if they go to PSG next week, it's going to be difficult for PSG. I won't lie. This encounter is not yet over. And Thomas Partey, everybody is saying that Arsenal really, really, really missing in that midfield. That's just the truth. And he's going to come back. PSG, they need to be more clinical. Yes, they had a whole lot of chances, clear cut chances, a lot of them. They wasted all. They shouldn't do that if they go to their home. If not, they are going to go out. That's it. Because it's going to be a little kind of difficult for them to. If they continue with what they are doing, they might not really go through to the next round. Because Arsenal, their set pieces is very difficult. I know even if they go to PSG, so PSG cannot defend those. They cannot defend those set pieces. And I know that Arsenal will score from one of those set pieces if they go to PSG. So that is my fear. If PSG they want to go to the finals, they need to be more clinical. For Arsenal to score, I know Arsenal is going to score. Arsenal will score from dead balls. They will in France. So PSG, they need to be clinical for them to go to the next round. That's my take on this, their Champions League. Just click on the share button, like and comment. I will see you in my next video.